Ayo, Shalom, praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, others, GreatMillStone, man. Shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Just got an article on the Telegraph. It says, call to end religious public broadcasting in Belgium after woman unfriendly Bible reading. And you know, this is just, you know, this shows how much of a fucking, you know, effeminized world that we're in, man. You know, man can't, you know, man, and they're taking shots at the Bible as well, man. That Bible getting shots taken at. So that shows, and this is Belgium, obviously, but it's like, you know, it's a thing where it's funny because it would actually affect like a UK TV show, man, Songs of Praise, which they do over here in the UK, like the BBC funds it. It's something that might, you know, kind of set a precedent of trying to, you know, censoring that Bible. We don't want people speaking from that Bible. But let me read it. It says, an on-screen Bible reading which demanded women be submissive to their husbands has sparked calls to end religious broadcasting on public television in Belgium. So that's, you know, these people, you know, these guys are devils, man. They're completely against the word, man, and truth and everything that comes out. Because, you know, man just reading, you know, about what's in the scriptures. It says the New Testament reading from Ephesians 5:22 to 33 was broadcast on radio and Flemish TV station VRT from a Catholic mass in the town of Grimbergen. A lay reader said, women, be submissive to your husband as the husband to the Lord, for the man is the head of the woman, as Hamashiach is the head of the church. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. That's completely on point. But, you know, this so-called white man's basically set up a society where you know, bringing out that truth, you know, bringing out basically the women are meant to be underneath the men. You're going to be looked at like the enemy. They're like, you're disgusting. It's old. Forget about that. That's you know, that's the reproach. But, you know, that's just the truth. It says Sven Gatz, the media minister for the Dutch-speaking Belgian region of Flanders, who represents the Flemish Liberal Party, tweeted, no outdated woman-unfriendly statements, please. What if, for example, an Imam would have said this? You know, outdated, that's what they like to say, but the thing is the scriptures is outside, you know, this is you know, relevant throughout all time, man. And the thing is that that's just what it is. The thing is Esau has only recently, you know, even freed these women, and, you know, giving them platforms, and, you know, making people listen to the words coming out of their mouth. But, you know, for thousands of years, they've been in bondage, man, where they should be. But, you know, that's the wickedness that the so-called white man promotes, man. It says the fact that they come from an old book is not an argument for letting them go to our people. This is not of this time, and that it is broadcast on the VRT for the whole of Flanders is already completely crazy. So really, their problem is just with the Bible. That's actually what it comes down to. They've just got a problem with the scriptures. They don't like truth. And, you know, that's why they're trying to get the brothers off the net, messing around with brothers' vids, trying to take down certain vids with no notification, trying to take out certain accounts. But hey, the thing is the more that they amp this up, you know, the quicker that you know, future prophecies come to pass. It says Mr. Gatz had been unsuccessfully calling for the end of Songs of Praise style programs at the taxpayers' expense since last year. But he now hopes the controversy will reignite the debate and insist different solutions could be found for religious people who are unable to attend mass. So it's a thing where it's like basically it's using that. And this is one of the main reasons Esau pushes out these different kinds of agendas. You know, saying, okay, now homosexuality is okay, now being a transgender is okay, you know, women should be in positions of power, this, that. It's really just so they can say, oh, look, this Bible says it's not relevant, don't read it. And demonizing the Bible, man, and basically making everyone out here into that do as thou wilt, Aleister Crowley spirit, man, where they're basically just, you know, fulfilling all their carnal lusts and wickedness, man. And, you know, it's succeeded because all these people, you know, look at these modern generations. These guys are done. And it says, VRT said it had no problem with its broadcast leading to debate and discussion, while the Dutch Bible Society, which has Flemish members, said that the reading had been taken out of context, which, you know, ain't true. Because what the hell? How the hell can that even be taken out of context? Wives, be submissive to your husband. No, that's just what it should be. It's just, this is a wicked society which doesn't follow after that. So they're gonna, and they're just, you know, these Christians try and, you know, just justify that bullshit Christianity. Like, no, but you know, women come. Nah, but that's not what the Bible says. You know, hot mess, man. It says, It says the contested statement is preceded by very different sentence, accept each other's authority out of respect for HaMashiach. This indicates that it's a very different matter than legitimization of the oppression of women by men. But that's a lie, because it is basically about the legitimization of oppression of women by men, man. Well, you know, not even oppression, it's just order. Esau's saying oppression. I'm like, bro, that is just the order. It's like, if you're disciplining your kid because they're fucking up, is that oppression? No. Unless you take it to a certain extent. But basically, it's about order, it's about semblance, about making sure everything runs how Yahweh Shem Yahshua wants it to run, man. You know, this is you know, the madness that that Esau's been promoting out here, man. Let me get Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed. You know, and that's what this is. That's an unrighteous decree. You won't be saying, you know, you trying to blast the Bible because of you know, because saying, oh, women, this is that, blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, you know, women are meant to be in order, man. That's just how it is. And this is a thing where, you know, Esau's just flipped everything on his head. Got everyone thinking, you know, thinking completely backwards. Thinking that's how the society should be running. That's, you know, that's just not how it works, man. But, you know, everyone's losing their shit. But, hey, man, you know, the law is basically going to have that flip back into order, man. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and they may rob the fatherless. So really, Esau's doing all this. He ain't doing it, you know, to so-called, you know, big up life for what do you call it? For these women. He's doing it for the sake of his plans, man. Order Rab Chaos. He basically wants to bring in that order, his new world order, through having this chaotic, you know, women doing whatever the hell they want, faggots everywhere, transgenders, all these things. That's basically just for the sake of his agenda, man. So yeah, man, I'll leave it there, man. So praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Shalom.